Hey guys, time for another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Troy, I'm bold, and I collect watches. Do you collect watches? If you stumbled across my channel, I'm guessing yes. So today I bring to you the Pagani Design PD1651. For the purpose of this video, we may refer to this watch as the Boatmaster or the Yacht watch, and that's for obvious reasons. I purchased this watch in the 11/11 sale of 2021, and that's a sale that AliExpress hold yearly, and believe me, there are some serious savings to be had. But before we get ahead of ourselves, head over to my earlier video of my unboxing for this watch and take a look at what other Pagani designs I picked up at the same time. Time to be brutally honest with ourselves. These watches aren't for everyone. Being a homage watch, some watch collectors cannot see the benefit that these watches bring to the community. I'm going to rattle off many of the positives that this watch has throughout the video. It's not perfect by any means, but when I only paid £53.22, I got to say I'm more than impressed for what I got for the money I've spent. At the time of filming, it looks like this is no longer available for this price or even close to it. That is one thing I've noticed, and that's these Chinese specials are creeping up in price. So if you're interested in picking this up for yourself, try and see if you can get yourself a good deal. I've popped a few AliExpress links below from sellers who at the time of filming were offering the best price, but these are subject to change. These are also affiliate links, so I will get a small commission, but you don't have to pay any extra. Because of the smaller dimensions that the PD1651 offers, this watch is suitable for smaller wrists, but it's designed in such a way that it's more than capable of being suitable wrist candy for larger wrists. The side of the case is highly polished, with the top of the case being brushed. The case design is one we're all used to seeing from some of the most established Swiss watch brands, and there's certainly no points there for the design team at Pagani Design. But what I do like is that the case comes with crown guards to prevent any damage happening to your crown. The crown has been signed with the PD logo. The knurling isn't half bad, it's very soft and it's finished really well. There's no sharp edges here at all, unlike some of the other parts of this watch. It's a screw down crown. When unscrewed, we can hand wind our watch. When the crown is pulled into its first position, we can quickly change our date. And in the second position, we can set our time. I'm a massive fan of this bezel style, another design trait made famous by a German-born watchmaker. Instead of having your dive markers on a ceramic or an aluminium bezel, they've almost carved the numbers out onto the bezel. Absolutely love this design. The bezel looks fantastic, but there is quite a bit of backplay and it feels very light. Not one of the best I've experienced. But my biggest disappointment is the finishing to the bezel. Everything seems to be quite sharp. I know this is a bit of an overreaction, but it feels like it could really cut you. It's not the most pleasant feeling, but I totally understand that some compromises had to be made to be able to offer this watch at some of the prices they're asking for. If we turn the watch over, you'll see the movement is on display, and that's down to this display caseback. The watch is set at 100 meters water resistant, but because this is an AliExpress purchase, I'm a little dubious about those claims. The QC just doesn't seem to be there, but neither is Seiko's, so you could basically ignore what I'm saying. But for me, I'd feel a lot more comfortable with the water resistancy from a brand like Seiko or Citizen. It's a screw-down caseback, which is known to provide some of the best protection against water penetration, so that's something I suppose. Not too sure if it's sapphire crystal here on the back. Let's find out. According to the numerous listings on AliExpress, this watch has a synthetic sapphire crystal. The only way I can imagine how Pagani Design managed this is to apply a sapphire coating to the crystal to help with its scratch-resistant properties. This has also probably been done to reduce costs. There is a cyclops here at the 3 o'clock position. This does help make the date more readable, but I cannot help that it detracts from the overall look of this watch. Many content creators and collectors of these watches are of the same opinion, and I've actually seen people remove it with a heat gun. But none of these shenanigans are happening here today, I'm afraid. One major positive for this watch is the movement. Inside we have the trusted Seiko NH35. It's tried and tested and the movement of choice for an entry-level automatic, so major props to the Pagani Design for including this movement. The movement is of Japanese origin, supports hacking and hand winding, has a power reserve of 41 hours, 24 joules, and beats at 21,600 beats per hour. It's not a highly decorated movement, but it still has some charm to it, and Pagani Design obviously thought this because they've allowed you to see it with the inclusion of this display caseback. I'm honestly really stoked that the PD1651 has this movement, especially at this price. The Boatmaster comes with multiple dial choices. You can have it in grey, blue, or black. You add these options to the choices of having it on a leather strap or a bracelet, plus the many bezel options, as well as two-tone options. There is certainly plenty of choice for you. I went for, in my opinion, the best combination. This PD1651 comes with this dark blue to lighter blue gradient dial, where the bottom of the dial is much darker, almost black blue, and it blends into this lighter, more vibrant blue. It's really well done, and one of the main things I really like about this watch. At the 12 o'clock, we have the word Explorer, as well as the Pagani Design logo. The word Explorer is used because you can use this watch to explore the sea. There's nothing sinister, so let's just move along. We have more text here down at the 6 o'clock, which is the word automatic, obviously for the movement inside, and water resistance with the depth rating. Maybe a tad too much text here. Just automatic or water resistance would have been suffice, but it's no deal breaker for me. We have applied circular indexes with a rectangle down here at the 6 and also at the 9, and here at the 12 o'clock we have an upside down triangle which is called a nabla. I'm going to throw up some loom shots, but it has to be the weakest part of this watch, I'm afraid, so don't get too excited. Solid male end links and can be resized, removing the screw pins. The buckle is stamped with the Pagani Design logo and it comes with a milled clasp. It's made really well and is easy to open, as well as feeling very secure when I lock it. There is an extension feature to this bracelet. It's very stiff, but it's a handy little feature to have. The lug width is 20mm, and as you'll see, the bracelet tapers down quite a bit. If you're a fan of a polished center link, then you'll love this bracelet. Me, not so much. I find it scratches way too easily, and it's terrible for showing fingerprints. But I did mention this watch comes with other strap options. But overall, the bracelet's not too bad considering the price you pay for this watch. And we've come to that part of the video where I come with my begging bowl.
Please, sir, I want some more.
To ask you to like or subscribe. If you can do both, that's great. And it's time for me to tell you what I rate and what I hate about this Pagani Design PD1651. First off, as a homage watch goes, I've been impressed. The purpose of this watch is that it's intended to homage something that is of the highest of luxury. That's completely fine. If it had the brand name of said watchmaker and emblazoned it on the dial, that's a different story. It just allows us watch fans to buy something we like the look of, something that probably we'll never own in our wildest dreams, We don't have to commit any crimes by purchasing a counterfeit watch. I'm happy to wear this because of that, and so should you. The specifications for the price you pay are very impressive. The overall look of the watch is 100% on point. Of course, some corners have been cut when it comes to finishing. I've overlooked that, and I can enjoy this watch for what it brings. And that's fun. And that's what this hobby is all about. Wear your watch in good health, enjoy the hobby, and now it's time for me to wrap up this review. I'll see you in the next one, and remember, I'm enthusiast and not an expert. See you all very soon.